Few times in the current year have we seen a vehicle come out that has started to pit the gut in a infamous need to want it. But Lamborghini has definitely coofied my want for a vehicle with all the electric cars that have come out, all the performance cars and special models. Maybe the M3 Touring did it for me, but this car makes me a kid again. The Lamborghini Revuelto, the latest from the old outfit from Italy, second cousins to Ferrari, etc. They've kind of moved in a new direction, but with old traits in the Revuelto. An exciting car. Look at the look. You could see it in orange there with the 21 to 22 inch wheels. This will be their first entry into hybrid power with the V12 paired with, a small size hybrid electric power from the powertrain. And that is a good news story for any of you heads that were dreaming about, obviously, right, getting an opportunity to still be able to get the V12. And I think this is going to be a theme that we see throughout the automotive industry, especially in these niche brands where they decide to keep their high-end V8, V12 models, and sometimes V16s in the case of the Bugatti, and pair it with this electric power, which I think is the ultimate of the best worlds. I don't think you need too much, 200 horsepower per se, to get you where you want to go from a speed perspective and being able to keep up with the Teslas and the Lucids and whatever else comes out of this electrified world. All right. Let's get into a couple facts as we look at it. The car is obviously going to be a beauty, but also one that's going to push the limits of the handling ability for Lamborghini. One area where I would say they're so-so. Let's kind of watch the entry here from the Premiere. Lighter weight than a Aventador. Four-wheel steer. Wow. Sick. History.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a wonderful day for us because it's the beginning of a new era for Automobili Lamborghini. The all-new Lamborghini Revuelto.
Revuelto. I'll try my luck next time trying to enunciate the name, but wow. Sex on wheels. Sheesh. First time music goes perfect with the car. Joins the Urus, the Huracan. Wow. Well, there you have it. A little bit of an entry. And we talked about the HPEV, the high performance electric vehicles, what they're kind of pinpointing as this car. I believe what we're going to see, and one thing that I missed and should have said in the beginning was the key thing. Over 1,000 horsepower from this thing, paired with the 8-speed new double clutch gearbox. Okay, deliveries are supposed to be happening by the end of the fourth quarter. A lot of guys on the automotive space are trying to get in and win with the Revuelto. Okay, as we continue on, I want to get a nice look at the pictures so we can actually see what we're getting into from a design perspective. But you heard the 1,000 horsepower. I assume the torque is going to be very near 800, if not more, because of that electric motor. But we'll get into that detail in a second. Let's hit it. So when we look at the pictures of the car, and I want to get to, I think these are the guys that make me happy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first off, look at this entry, the lighting for the back end where the engine stays. Ha, wow. Can you imagine that? And if you think that there's a cover on that engine, there isn't. it is exposed engine to the rear. This car is going to be sick. I gather between $400,000 and $900,000 at a minimum from Lamborghini. Flat back wheel. Still a lot of haptic feedback with the touch controls on the steering wheel. And really just a sweet looking car. There goes that interior, the upgrade, the next level. A lot of new people are coming into this segment. And I would argue to you that with that, they've increased the size of the Revuelto to try to make some folks happy. Okay. And that's another big thing is this vehicle is going to be a little bit bigger than before. Lambos have some issue with the taller folks, and this interior appears to help out with that need and not just built for a smaller person, guys under 5'10". Carbon fiber everywhere. I really like that console. Did I tell you this is perfection for me? I love the seats. Not a Lambo fan, but this got me up. The design of this, I've seen several specs, gray, black. It is perfection on wheels, and they are all sold out. All 200 are supposed to be built for the first year are gone. Bananas, bye-bye. See you later. You're not going to be able to obtain that due to the fact that it looks that good, right? People have already reserved what they've needed to go get on this model. Okay, now, as we step into the design one more time, as we look at the full picture, let's go ahead and there we go. Let's get into this. Look at that front end, dude. Look at this. This is the B-roll. Wow. Now, they like orange. I'd rather that in a black wheel set. Okay, I like the other wheels versus this high gloss, high shiny metal steel, whatever it comes to. But look at that thing. A little bit of countach. The rear haunches are perfect. The vents appear to be all functional. Look at that side vent there. Whew. Corvette thought they had something moving, but boy, the Lambo just smacked them right back down like you're not going to play with us. I assume with the 1,000 horsepower that this car should be able to get you to a quarter mile time of under 10 seconds. And that is kind of the new gauge for performance because of what the Teslas and all that are doing. If it gets in the 10-second range, I'd be happy. Obviously, with 1,000 horsepower, you would hope it gives you more. Maybe 9.8, maybe 9.9, 9.7. But Porsche definitely made a new focus on this car with dynamics and handling, something that Porsche has been ruling the roost with. But the Huracan Performante and the SVJs have come out and really shown what Lamborghini's capable of when they put their heads to it. Instead of just a pretty design, they can bring the total package, and I believe those cars have that, especially when you get to the Performante models and the SVJ. I don't need to say much. Look at that. I mean, look at this thing. Wow. I'm going to skip around a little bit. Obviously, Lamborghini doors, scissors. The doors sit sideways and pop up for you. That's an entry. Really like that side skirt there. Again, the wheels, if they were darker, would be perfect. There goes that front end. All right. Laser lights, LED. You can kind of see how the lights stretch all the way down and vertical and diagonal, which is pretty sweet for your running lights. And then your main headlights are there. Whew. Can you imagine this thing passing you down the road? Look at the back end of the rear haunch. You can kind of see the vents now perfectly, and some of the wing detail to allow for better airflow, keeping this thing on the road cushioned and sweet for ultimate turning. Look at that back end. That's pretty amazing, and it looks damn good. Looks like okay visibility. That may be an issue from the back end. Lambos have always had that trouble. It doesn't look like this one has fixed that, but that back end makes up for everything. That exposed engine makes up for everything, and this back end really does the business. I mean, if you didn't like the front per se, this back end has to take the cake with the way it lights up and the headlights, the dual integrated exhaust system in the center pipeline. This is the epitome of success, and I think Lambo is going to have their hands full with orders on these guys. Who says that the two-seater is dead? Oh my God, look at that. Like a jet fighter. Woo! McLaren better wake up quick. Really, really quick. Because this car is a problem. Wow. Love that centerline piece. And somehow, even with the battery, they managed to keep the weight just close or underneath the Aventador. So that is, look at that. Oh, that's Bugatti S almost, right? At that point, has a Y. Not sure what that means, but there's probably some meaning behind that. There goes that center exhaust that I mentioned to you. Sheesh. Oh, my Lord. Yep. Hold the phone. You know, this is better than the hub, and you know what I'm talking about. It looks like there's some marking on the back end of that. Well, you know, if we get to see this in person, we'll obviously take a look on the back of the exhaust and the Y-shaped lights again. This is what it's all about, guys. This is truly what it's all about. And at the end of the jury will be the performance, right? I think you have everything here. But it's going to be that performance that truly brings this model into the forefront of Lamborghini being a player in the super sports car, hypercar arena. And I think this car definitely does Lamborghini justice. And look at that black. Ha! Wow. Look at the black. Black wheels. Shh. Already a nice staggered setup, too. That's the spec, right? I would get in gray and black. I believe supercars from London had it on there. Look at that thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at that look there. Look at that. This is gonna be an awesomely photographed car. Just bananas. Lamborghini, thank you. Thank you. We were looking for a passion car. We got it. This is going to be heavily sought after. And by the way, 200 examples I mentioned to you, only available in the U.S. As you know, we are a supercar capital and probably one of the few places you can actually use the roads because the roads are good enough to really not hamper the performance of a car like this. Wow. Little night look. Back to the beginning. Sheesh. Wow. This is it. The Lamborghini Revuelto. 1,000 horsepower with a V12 hybrid. 0 to 60 should be under 2.5. Quarter mile, I believe, will be around 10 or under 10 easily. And then the looks of this thing will make this probably, for now, the top hypercar out. 765 LT. You look good, but you don't really stand a cold chance with this sucker. The Lamborghini tradition continues, and it's with a V12. I'm gone. Machini.com. Peace.